Alright guys, this is the inside video for the Cedar Creek Champagne 38 ERD, and I actually have one more outside component to show you that I forgot to do last time. This here is an RV lock, electronic door lock that can also be used manually with these two keyholes. If you want to know how to reset this panel, that video is on rvlock.com. It's not too bad. It involves holding the 8 button down and pressing the lock button. I won't go through all that today, but you can set your own code on this to access an unlock and lock sequence on this door handle. Right now I have it open, and I'll show you what the key fob does when you push the unlock and lock button on that. So I have the keys right here. Close that creaky door, and we will show you what that does. So you have two options. If you were to have two locks, this camper only has one entry door, so I'm only going to use the number 1, which is this orange lock and unlock button. If you push the lock button, it'll electronically lock your RV door, and the same goes for unlock. So that can be utilized outside or inside the camper if you want to. I don't know why you'd lock yourself in unless you want to, spend some time in during the rain at the campground. You don't want anybody else to come in, but that is accessible. And you also have a couple buttons here. You can, if you forget your code at any point, you can reset your code by holding down this button, stick a paper clip or a pen in there. You can also learn the fob if for some reason the fob were to ever disconnect, and then you can just turn it on and off if you want to use it manually only. Very nice feature. This does not come on every camper. It's not standard on most campers, but this Cedar Creek Champagne, being a luxury brand, does come with that standard as well. So we're gonna go through the inside of the camper. There's a lot to go through, so bear with me here. Hopefully I can hit everything, and if I forget, again, you can always call us at Roughrider RVs to ask any questions about any of our campers on our lots, and we'll help you through as much as we can. So we'll start here in the kitchen. This camper specifically has a residential refrigerator, which is not what we normally stock on the Roughrider RV lot, but this customer wanted a residential refrigerator, being that when you get a residential refrigerator, it's about 23 cubic feet worth of space. Very nice, large, just a very similar fridge to what's in your home. And you also have 2 freezer drawers, which is very nice. I won't show you the inside of it because I don't want to use all the components. I have the furnace running, I have a variety of other components running, so I don't want to also turn on the fridge. But this is just a touch control here. I'll try to get here so you can see what's going on. You can control the refrigerator temperature. It goes from about 43, I think, down to 32 degrees, probably 33 degrees so you don't freeze. And you can also hold this button for 3 seconds for super cool, which is just another feature of, getting your fridge as cold as possible pretty quickly. You also have an energy saving button, which you can press there, and you can hold to turn the refrigerator off completely if you want to hold that for 3 seconds. You can turn your ice maker on and off. These buttons will light up if the refrigerator is on. It'll light this button if the refrigerator is off, and then it'll be lit if the freezer is on as well. These are your temperature gauges. So this top one is your fridge. Again, it'll go from about 33 to I think 43 temperature. And then you have your freezer temperature, which goes from about -7, I think is the lowest I saw it at. And then you can go all the way up to 5 or 6 degrees, I think. And that'll indicate with this panel here. Again, we don't normally have residential refriges, so just call me and I can look up that information for you, figure out exactly how this all operates. But I was using it earlier and it's not too hard. Again, these are all touch screen buttons that you can see. I just touch the child lock and I turn that on and off, but you can unlock it by holding it for 3 seconds. You can also use the auto mode, which is an artificial intelligence that'll, run your fridge and freezer through the computer chip that's inside here. Freezer temp, I can show you that you can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go down to 8 and all the way up to 9. So it's a little bit wider range than I was mentioning. You can also hold it down for 3 seconds, which will be a super freeze, which I think sets it to -7. So that's a pretty low temperature there for your freezer. Any questions about that? just call us again at Roughrider RVs in Dickinson, North Dakota, and we will help you through any questions on that. Over here you have your convection microwave. Or excuse me, it's just a standard microwave. Or no, it is a convection microwave in this one. My apologies. You can use that. It's pretty large, almost residential size, if not residential size. Looks pretty large in there. Standard microwave. You have a light here that you can turn on and off underneath your microwave, and a fan and all that. Cedar Creek recently upgraded their stove and oven setup. You have an Insignia stove top and oven in here. It's very large for an RV, and this comes standard on all new Cedar Creek products. You can see how wide and deep that oven now is, and you can move these trays up and down at your convenience. It's a very nice oven setup. You have LED lights that'll light up your knobs here. You can turn those on and off with this button, and you can also turn your oven light on and off with this button. So these are just a standard, anything that you use for your oven in your camper. You can see that you have the front burner, the back burner, front burner, and then this is your oven. A variety of things you can do with that. It automatically sparks, as you can maybe hear. So this is your oven. If you push this in while it's on the igniter indicator there, you can hear that it sparks and it'll try to turn your burner on. Same thing with this. As you can see, I have the propane on since I'm running the furnace. That burner just lit up. Maybe you turn it off, it'll shut off the burner. Very nice, really easy to use stove and oven setup. Again, all these buttons you press in and up and they'll self-ignite. Very nice setup. I'm going to turn those lights off as we move on here. You have a tray also underneath the oven, just for a pot or pan down here, or excuse me, a pan. Probably not a pot unless you have a very small pot. But you can store some extra stuff down there. Just a simple light switch here for over your kitchen. That'll turn that on and off. Lots of storage in this unit for people who can reach it, unlike myself, who would probably need a small step stool to get up into that one. But this pantry is very nice in that you have roll-out drawers in here. Very nice, so you don't have to worry about sticking your hand back all the way back in that really deep pantry to access your stuff. These are all on slides and very heavy duty in the Champagne. You also have a static shelf up here if you want to use that for your bigger items, cereal and containers like that. This is a very tall drawer as well, as you can see the difference between here and this top one. So this is a little bit shallow, or not as high. This one is much higher, so you get a little bit more room. And this one's right next to it. And then you have a fourth one on the bottom there, and you can also store some goods underneath there too. So very nice pantry in this unit with sliding drawers. Lots more storage over here in the kitchen. A pretty nice big drawer. This one will probably be for your pots. And then a couple other drawers here in your kitchen going all the way up there. This top one has a silverware separator in there as well. Very nice. And that is removable too. I can show you that. You can take that out and just have a standard drawer as well. Here you have for your sponges and all that for your sink. And then you have a nice big under sink storage compartment with a trash bin, trash receptacle already in here. Your sink has a couple panels that you can put on here to keep a full counter, as you can see here. It's all a flat surface, so you can utilize all this when you're not doing dishes. And then these are pretty heavy duty. These are cut from the actual countertop, so they're pretty heavy, nice and sturdy, and you can just take one off at a time to access your sink or your drying section, whichever one you wanted to use that for. I'm going to set this down carefully. I'm actually going to slide it back over because they are very heavy with one hand. So very nice, really sturdy sink covers. As we're going back through the kitchen, you have another small pantry on this side, you can access this. You have a couple of drawers. That's your furnace intake. You might be able to hear that running, I'm not sure, but I have the furnace running, so it's nice and toasty in here right now. Very nice. I'll show you how to utilize the furnace and the air conditioner in just a moment. And you also have, again, access for some taller people to put some things up here. I would probably need a step stool, which we do sell at Roughrider RVs, 8 or 12 inch. Very nice. In here you have a couple component boxes, excuse me, that the Cedar Creek comes with. This is your backup camera. We just left the box in here for the customer that bought this unit. We also have a tire monitoring system that you can use. There is a sensor in the front compartment that you can monitor your tire pressure with. You don't have, we didn't set this up because this is not, you don't have to use this. It's not a requirement that you use this when you buy the camper, but Cedar Creek does send it with you. So that is very nice. And then Cedar Creek is also doing a promotion right now. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last, but they are sending an Echo Dot with all of their units right now. So the customer did get this, and we can show them how to set that up later. Again, a nice big storage compartment, tall, so you have a lot of extra storage in this Champagne. This is, again, a high-end unit, so you have, it's gonna weigh a little bit more, but the customer that bought this has a Cedar Creek already, and they're trading that one in. But all of this extra storage, although it does add weight, it really makes this a nice residential style camper, and you can go out for quite a few days in this unit and camp for more than a weekend. Bunch of drawers here as well, 4 of them going down here, and then this was a storage for a small wine cooler here, but the customer did not want that. So what Cedar Creek did is they put a door, they took the wine cooler out and they put a door where it would have been. So you have just another storage compartment, which standard on a Cedar Creek Champagne would have been a wine cooler right there, which is a very cool feature. Lots of USB and ports and outlets all across the camper. So there's 2 USB ports and 2 outlets. You got your nice backsplash here, which is actually, it's not plastic, it's not cardboard, it's not paper. This is an actual panel back here, solid, which is very nice. Look, has a nice marble look to it. Makes the kitchen look very residential, very nice. As we're going along here, we have a fantastic vent operation panel right here. So if I push the up and down button on here, you might be able to hear that. If not, I'm gonna show you here. I just opened that fantastic vent up on the roof. There's actually 2 of those in this camper, and they are very nice for pushing a lot of extra air through the living space and through the bedroom as well. They can push up to 10 miles an hour of air is what they advertise at. So you can really supplement your air conditioner if you have a really hot day, or if you just want to get a little extra airflow into your camper. Push that up and down button again and it will close automatically. They also have a automatic rain sensor, so they will close if they get some rain, as you can see there, rain sensor. And you can control the speed as well, and the temperature, which will move your temperature up and down, as well as the speed. So temperature will do it automatically, speed will do it manually. Right here is just a sensor for your AC, for your temperature inside of your camper. That will what's going to turn your AC on and off as you camp. Lots of nice LED lighting throughout this unit. This is over the dinette in the dinette slide, and then you have a nice infinity light over your kitchen island, which is a very cool feature. Just makes it feel a little bit more like home and gives it some soft lighting. You can turn these lights off. I'll actually show you here. These are the ceiling lights, and you also have a dimmer. I'll show you how that works. So that's dimming the living lights, and the kitchen lights can also dim. So you can have those at a soft, maybe a nighttime type of setting, or you can have them full brightness if you want to have a lot of light in your camper. You can also turn them on and off here, and you can leave the accent lighting on just to have even a nice mood lighting too if you wanted to do that. I'll turn those back on as we're walking through the unit. You also have a switch here for your hallway light that you can turn on and off as well. And since we're here, I'll show you this central vac system that you saw on the exterior video. This is the access for it from the inside of the camper. This is where you plug that vacuum hose in, or really nice feature, you might have seen this on some other campers, this is a kick plate of your vacuum cleaner. You can just flip that up with your foot and it'll automatically turn itself on. And I'll turn it off because it gets kind of loud, but it is a very nice vacuum system right there on the inside of the camper. You can sweep all of your dust and rocks and dirt into that. Right here behind, or next to the vacuum cleaner, is your breaker panel, so you can access all of your mains and breakers for all your ACs, fireplace, central vac, microwave, washer, dryer if you were to have one, and all your fuses as well. And next to that is your carbon monoxide and propane gas alarm right there. I'm going to go to this door later because there's a lot of components in there. That's what runs most of the camper, so I'll hit that one as we go back. Again, as I said, lots of LED lighting and switches throughout the camper here that you can turn that lighting on and off with. This camper is equipped with some roller shades, which are an upgrade from the standard shades. You can have a day shade there, or you can have a complete blackout shade using this one. Very nice feature of these higher end campers, so you don't have just a cloth shade that doesn't black out. And when you want to put it up, you just pull it and it automatically rolls itself back up. Very nice feature. Otherwise, this is just a dinette slide. That's all that is in the Cedar Creek. You have your outside TV behind that panel there, and this is just attached to the wall and can extend a little bit away from the wall as well, as you can see on this little slider. Right here you have some slide out controls for your rear den slides. They're out right now, but you can put those in with those two switches. And this is the rear den of the Cedar Creek. Very nice floor plan here that this customer purchased. Lots of seating. You got a fold out over here. You have a fold out on this side, so these can almost meet. They almost meet in the middle. They don't form a complete bed in the center of the living room, but they almost meet. And then you also have a theater seat right here. Very nice furniture with a lot of seating, so you can host some gatherings in your camper here. You also have a recliner electronically controlled on each side of this theater seat, so you can recline. And you also have a USB port in the recliner itself. Very nice feature of this unit. On the other side is the same control right there. Again, lights throughout the unit you can turn on and off with these various switches. Most of the lights are controlled either on the walls or they're controlled by the main panel, which I skipped over earlier. I'll show you that in just a moment. Roller shades on every one of these windows with day and night, as you can see. And in this unit you have a fireplace in the living. I have it on right now, so it's nice and toasty back here. And right here is all your controls for that. Hope you can see that. Again, sorry I'm recording this video by myself because we got a lot going on at Roughrider RVs despite it being pretty cold this week, and we have that virus going around. Hopefully we make it all past that here soon. So you have on and off, you have a light control, and you can turn this will dim the light or change colors, which is a very nice feature. You can have orange, purple, blue, or a little bit lighter orange there. And you also have the level of the light too, so you can turn it down, you can have it really subtle, or you can have it off, or you can have it very bright as well. And then you have a temperature control button there to control the temperature of the heat. I'm going to turn that off as we go along, and that's it. That's how you use the fireplace. Very simple, very nice. You also have a radio back here with speakers next to it, so you have some nice sound going with your TV. So if you have one of those rainy nights in the camper, you can utilize this system and watch TV, play DVDs, and listen to the radio, whatever you wanted to do back here. You also have Bluetooth connectivity on this radio. Any questions about this? It gets to be a lot of buttons, as you can see, but I can help you out if you give me a call here at Roughrider RVs to get you through this. You can also control which speaker zones you're using with that button. You can turn the speaker zones on and off independently. You might have seen on the outside of the camper you have 2 speakers, so you can turn those off if you want to turn the outside speakers off. If your next door neighbor maybe doesn't like your Kenny Rogers or anything like that, although they should. TV here, nice big TV in the back with a, strapped in as you're driving. It has accent lighting as well above the TV and below the fireplace and the entertainment center. Those are controlled at the main panel that I'll show you in a second. You can turn those on and off as you wish. Nice big storage compartments here next to your entertainment center in the rear den, as well as down here on either side. Again, light switches are on the wall at a variety of places, so you can turn the lights on and off. I think that's it for the den. We're going to go back to the kitchen and go to that main panel here, and I'll show you that. Before we get there, I'll show you that we have some outputs for your furnaces. They're in walls and like vertical spaces rather than in the floor, so you're not going to be tripping over any sort of registers and then stub your toe as you're walking throughout the unit. So that's one nice feature of this, is that you do have one in the kitchen, unfortunately, but the rest of them mostly are in the side walls and various places like that, so you're not having any interruption in your carpet up here in the den, and you're not going to trip over those as you go along. A lot of little LED lights to give you some accent lighting throughout the unit. If you were to, just want that on during the night, you don't have to have all of your lights on in the unit. And here is your main control for your camper. This is your main panel, so your electrical panel. You also do have a solar charge controller here. It'll tell you how full your battery is and how much power you're getting from your solar panel with these couple buttons here. Here is your main computer for your camper. Now there's a lot that goes into this, so I won't go too far just to not, overwhelm you here, but home is where it'll show most of your components. Your front bedroom climate zone, that's your AC in your bedroom, excuse me. That's set to 77 degrees. The living room is set to 62 degrees. That's the current temperature. And then it'll tell you how many lights you have on. You can also turn off all your lights, as you can see, or turn on all your lights with this button here all at one time. Very nice feature. If you don't want to do that, right here on your right side, this is going to be where all your favorite devices are. So right now, the only favorite device on this is your exterior lighting button. So I'm actually going to turn that off as we go here. And then if you go into devices, you can see that you have awning. You can control your awning here. Your high volume air conditioner here. There's 2 of them. Front bedroom and living room. You can control the heat and the AC from this button. And then you have all of your lighting, which you can control independently. The awning light is off right now. I have the exterior light on, so I'll turn that one off. And I'm going to show you all, you have the kitchen accent light. Hopefully you can read that. The kitchen ceiling light and the living room ceiling light. So I'm actually going to shut the kitchen accent light off, and I'll show you how that controls it independently. So you can turn that off, which will turn off your infinity light and the lights behind your TV and your fireplace. And then you can turn your kitchen ceiling lights off there, and your living room ceiling lights off, just like that. They can all be controlled just by themselves. You can also control your hydraulic slides here. Sometimes in the cold it gets to be a little touchy, so bear with me here, but all that is you can do in and out on your hydraulic slides, which will be your bedroom. That'll be your 2 kitchen slides. The back slides, as you might have seen, have controls that are independent as you walk up into the den. Here's how you can set this as a favorite device. Click that button and it says yes. So now hopefully if I go back to the home screen, that'll have the slide button there now on the home screen, since I set that as my favorite, one of my favorite devices. Monitor panel. That's for all your water components, so you can check how full your black tank, fresh tank, and 2 gray tanks are. You can turn your water pump on and off. You can turn your tank heaters, which is a standard feature of a Cedar Creek champagne, so you won't have any frozen water as you drop temperature in the fall and winter if you want to camp a little bit farther into the season. You can turn the tank heaters on and off here, and you can also turn your gas water heater on and off here. Leveling system, as I mentioned in the outside video, you can also control the leveling on the inside here of the camper, and that is just very similar to the panel on the outside. It's just all digital rather than having physical buttons on this. It'll give you some blinking lights if we're a little bit off level and on the right and the rear, as you can see there, but it'll tell you info on how far off level you are, which is very nice to know about your leveling if you're on a different camp spot. You can do an auto retract, which will, retract all of your back ones in the front and the rear of the axles. And you also have a manual mode that you can utilize too. So you can control every jack independently or control a couple of them independently. And that's really it for your control panel here. There's also a couple settings. This all comes in a manual that comes with the camper. But again, you can always call us at Roughrider RVs in Dickinson here with any questions you have. This is more for a little bit of the tech side of things, like your system update and things like that. You can set if you want to do Fahrenheit or Celsius, and you can change the clock as well. So if I go back home, it'll show that you have that favorite device being your slide there and your exterior light. So that's your main access to a lot of your components: leveling, lights, water, and your slides and your awning as well in there. Very nice system. Cedar Creek here's a lot of the control boxes for those things. There is a password for that if you ever need to access it or call any tech support. You can call them with all of your information on your One Control app. And you also have an app on your phone where you can utilize this too. And I can always walk you through that if you ever wanted to add that to your phone. Going up into the bathroom, we're getting near to the end here of the camper. Very nice bathroom in the Cedar Creek. It's walled off from the bedroom, so you get a lot of space here in your bathroom in the Cedar Creek. Nice big shower with a 3-pane sliding shower door, and it's all one-piece fiberglass as well, with a little seat and a lot of extra ledges to store your bathroom shampoos and conditioners and soaps and all that. Your camper is winterized at the moment, so this is a porcelain toilet with a foot flush on there. Cedar Creek has a really nice bathroom. Lots of towel storage here right next to the shower, with some hangers as well for towels, hand towels as well. Nice mirrors here on the wall, and a nice big basin sink that you can use from the right or the left taps if you'd like, with even more storage and lots of drawers in the bathroom. Over here is just a couple outlets and lights. So one of these will control the accent lighting, you can see there, and one of these will control the main light in the bathroom. Again, you have a fantastic fan in your bathroom, which is the same, as the fantastic fan in the kitchen area. Same operation. And that is right there, so you get a lot of extra airflow in your bathroom if you need to vent that. This is your bedroom area of the Cedar Creek Champagne. You have a couple hangers there for some extra clothes on your side wall. Lights here right as you enter. Turn off your main light and then turn off accent lighting again. You can see the accent lighting is there underneath your dresser. One cool thing I found out about these couple lights over your bed is that you have a touch button here to turn them on and off. So I can turn it off And I can also have a blue LED as a very light color. You know, if you just want to have a little bit of soft light at night, you can use that blue LED, or you can have a nice reading light as well in these. I thought that was really cool. I haven't seen that in a bedroom before. So you have two options for lighting over your bed. Nice big king size bed in this camper. And I'll go around and I'll turn this light off as well. Again, it's just a touch to turn that off. Lots of USB ports and outlets again as you go around. There's a USB port on this side. You can see there's a USB port on the other side of the bedroom slide. And then this light controls your closet light. And I'll show you how all the components of the closet, so I won't turn that off at the moment. You have a washer dryer set up in this closet if you were to want to have a washer and dryer in your camper. This one does not have one installed as of right now, so you have a ton of space inside this front closet. The washer and dryer would just go right in here where this panel or where this shelving is if you were to want to install that. But as of now, I can step inside of this closet and turn all the way around and show you it from this way because it's nice big access for this closet. You have a Wi-Fi extender on this camper, which is pre-wired and all that. You can upgrade that by calling King and, you know, initiating that with them, talking to them about getting that installed. But it is, the components are all pre-installed. You just have to call them to get it enabled. Nice hanger on the ceiling so you can hang some clothes too, as well as storing it in all that shelving. Right here is something I thought that was really nice that the Cedar Creek Champagne offers. This is another small little space heater for your bedroom. So I came around the dresser and I did not even expect to see this. I thought it was a small safe or something, but it's just a small space heater. I have it running right now. It's putting off a little bit of heat into your bedroom. You can also turn it on for a nighttime mode. You can turn that on off, and you can just turn the fan on and off here. And then it'll shut off. Really nice space heater there in your bedroom. Nice big dresser with quite a few drawers here in the bedroom. And another TV in your bedroom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this light off in the closet. I'll show you that shuts off. This door will close. It can open from either side as well. And you just have a small latch to lock it in place when you're traveling right there. And again, on the other side as well. So very nice bedroom in the Cedar Creek. Otherwise, not much else going on. You do have, you know, all of your AC in your ceiling. I didn't really show you that. This is a whisper quiet AC system. So this are your intakes for your AC, and you can see that you don't have like one of those big squares that you'll see in a lot of campers inside the actual ceiling of this Champagne, because it is a whisper quiet. It is raised into the roof a little bit higher, so you can't really hear it operating, which is very nice. Then all you have is your outputs here for your AC right in the ceiling as you go along.